Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to today's webinar hosted by AutogenAI. I'm Mary, I'm a product manager here, and I'm thrilled to have you all here to talk about how to reduce your bid prep time by hopefully up to 70%. So today we're going to discuss new strategies to transform the way you prepare and write bids and RFPs using our platform. So our goal is to reduce your bid preparation time by up to 70% in 7 easy to complete steps. We designed this session for both of our existing customers and new prospects to showcase how our new tools can revolutionize your bidding and proposal writing process. Our webinar is going to last around 30 minutes, and we're going to demo some of the sections of our product that we talk about. By the way, if you have any questions as we go along, make sure to pop them into the Q&A section and we'll answer them as we go. And as a note, everyone who has registered will get a recording of the session afterwards. A little bit of context for those of you who might not know AutogenAI, might be joining for the first time. At AutogenAI, we've taken the technology of LLMs, large language models, and text generating AI and used it to build language engines that are helping organizations around the world to write more winning bids, tenders, and proposals than ever. So let's get started. Okay, so let's kick off by setting the scene a bit. Cast your mind back to the last bid or RFP you worked on. How many hours did you spend gathering information, filling out forms, and ensuring every detail was perfect? I imagine quite a few, and that's before you've even started writing the proposal. So this stage of preparation is quite a daunting task because of that and can eat up valuable time and resources. So today we're going to attempt to change that narrative a little bit. So I've got some facts for you here. According to our research that we recently completed, the average time spent on a large and complex government tender is roughly 100 hours in preparation. So the industry standard is 1 day per 500 to 1,000 quality words for a skilled bid writer. And our customers reported that prior to joining our company, they spend around 200 hours reviewing across multiple internal stakeholders. Those are within and outside of the bid team, and multiple review stages. And that's excluding hundreds of hours in editing and response to feedback from the reviews as well. So I'll just take you through our agenda for today's session. So we'll cover 7 steps to drastically reduce your bid prep and writing time, including 1, automating pre-responses, 2, extracting proposal requirements, 3, managing responses in projects and drafts, 4, streamlining task management, 5, integrating your SharePoint for seamless information syncing, 6, enhancing proposals with AI writing tools, and lastly, leveraging AI for comprehensive reviews. So let me set the scene. You are working on a crucial bid and your deadline's looming. You've already spent countless hours just on preparation alone, finding the right documents, filling out repetitive questionnaires, and gathering team CVs. So by the time you start working, by the time you start your writing process, you're probably already quite tired. I imagine this might sound familiar, but what we're trying to offer AutogenAI is a process in which this is streamlined and efficient, and the time you take to prepare is much less. So hopefully now you're ready to dive in and learn how to boost your ROI by submitting more high quality bids in less time. So I'll jump right in to the first step. So step 1, automating pre-proposal responses. This is our first challenge, repetitive and tedious questionnaires. Currently, people generally manage these in 2 ways, in Microsoft Word or with a tool that requires manual updates but has autofilling functionality. Our PQQ workbook feature takes us to the next level, meaning you can automate the process of finding and filling out answers. This significantly reduces your pre-proposal prep time, leaving you more time to focus on crafting those winning bids. Bid teams often struggle with the repetitive and manual nature of completing PQQs, RFPs, DDQs. So we streamline this process by allowing you to create and manage a centralized questions and answers database. We offer features like autofill, tagging, easy exporting, so that you can quite quickly try and populate questionnaires using your pre-existing responses and reduce that manual effort you're taking and save you valuable time as well, hopefully. All right. So here's a quick demo. In our platform, you can navigate to the left side menu and select the Q&A icon. You can then input your question and provide answers based on your previous responses or according to your preferences. You'll also see a tags column where you can search for or create tags. Soon we're going to enable you to upload your previous responses, which will then automatically fill out those fields. To streamline this process, use the autofill answers feature and they will automatically populate the responses from the database. The answers are also tagged with a confidence level. High if they match the answer bank directly, medium if they've been extrapolated, and low if they differ significantly from the bank. AutogenAI will do its best to extrapolate from your library in these cases. Once you're happy with the results, you can select your preferred answers and export your data into a usable format. So the automation of this pre-proposal response not only increases efficiency, but also ensures better consistency across your submissions, which enables your team to focus on building your winning proposals. So on to step 2, extracting RFP, ITT, and bid requirements. According to our research, tender requirements are averaged to be about 50 pages long, and that's a conservative average. So instead of manually sifting through documents of that length, our extract feature does the heavy lifting for you, and it gives you a summary of requirements in the format you choose. This means you can kick off work on your response immediately without wasting time. Here's a quick demo of this feature where you can see you can choose to pull out key requirements in the form of a summary, an extracted sheet of key information, like here. And also you can shred into an early stage compliance matrix in an Excel sheet, like that. We offer both preset themes as well as some customization. So you can customize what subject of key information you'd like to pull out, and you can edit the list of key terms you use to pull out requirements on in Shred. Okay, on to step 3, which is improve your bid management with projects and drafts. So bid teams today are increasingly relying on a collection of tools in their bidding processes. However, relying on all of these tools introduces new challenges. One of those being managing and staying on top of various solutions at once. So as an example, teams might use task management tools like Asana, Jira, Notion, list trackers like Excel, finance trackers like Salesforce, bid tracking tools like Responsive or Lupio, and even writing collaboration tools like Word and Google Docs. So if you add in grammar checking tools and plugins, cloud drives for storing information, and even research tools on top of that, it's pretty easy to see how you are wasting both time and money flipping between platforms and dealing with administrative burden. On to a demo. As I mentioned, managing multiple projects and drafts could be overwhelming. So instead, projects and drafts helps you to bridge the gap between traditional admin and a new way of management, enabling you to work on several projects simultaneously, collaborate in real time, save drafts, and track project progress. This new solution aims to centralize your work, making it easier to plan, write, and submit high-quality bids. With the drafts feature, you can still maintain your privacy and work on something before you're ready to share it with the rest of your team. On to step 4, streamlining your task management. So this follows on nicely from the last step. And in the same way as bid management, managing tasks is done very incongruently these days. We don't think it should be such a disjointed process to go from planning to managing to writing to reviewing and then to submitting. That's why we built task management directly into our system. Effective task management is crucial for successful bids. Our platform allows you to break down tasks, assign them to team members, and streamline the entire proposal process. This ensures that everyone knows their role and deadlines are met while you're mitigating stress at the same time. Let me give you a quick demo. So you can break down your bid proposal into different questions or response titles based on your needs. You start this process off by clicking on Add a Response and inputting the name of the response. You can also add nested responses, so it can represent the flow of your winning proposal even better. You can assign the response to a writer so they know they own that piece of work. And there we go, adding a response title. Commercial considerations. Nice. Yeah, and that's us adding nested responses just there. So you can also add a target date, word count, and context for the writer so that they know what they need to do. There we go. And there's where you can add your context right beside your document. So hopefully this reduces some of that writer's block, and you can also manage the status of your response so you can track the progress of the work as it ticks along in the team. Great. Okay. On to the next step, which is step 5, sync your SharePoint for live information search and use. Now, imagine you're still working on this critical bid, and your next step is to find perfect case studies, testimonials, or proof points. So instead of what you're doing before, which was manually searching through countless documents, I'll show you how syncing SharePoint with our platform, AutogenAI, can make your job that bit easier. When you connect SharePoint and AutogenAI, your SharePoint files are uploaded into our library, making them instantly accessible to our library AI tool. So you'll have full control over which folders and files are synced. You can add and remove content as you like, and you can also monitor sync status with ease. Any changes you make to your files are automatically reflected in our platform, meaning you always have the most up-to-date information at your fingertips when you're writing. Once you've synced SharePoint, you can easily search through your synced SharePoint content or integrate any of that content into your writing. Whether you're looking for specific case studies or testimonials, our advanced search capabilities will help you to find and add exactly what you need, and quickly as well. So instead of having to sift through files one by one, we do the heavy lifting for you. So you can focus instead on drafting and refining your content, and we'll handle the retrieval and organization of your SharePoint files. There they are, all ready to go. Okay, on to step 6. Enhance your proposals with AI writing instruments. So this is our penultimate step. So I think we spoke about it before, but I imagine most of us here have hit a writer's block before. Getting started with writing proposals often feels like the hardest part. A lot of your time is wasted just getting from a blank page to the first step. That foundation of finding the right ideas, doing thorough research, and locating the information you want to use can be really tough. Now, what if you could use AI to streamline this process and make it effortless? So now, kickstart your proposal with the ideator, which instantly generates winning bid ideas tailored to your project needs. That hopefully gives you a competitive edge from the offset. You can find relevant information effortlessly with our library search tool or add case study tool. And this allows you to query your library or public domains and uncover valuable insights and data with just one click. Also, our intelligent search capabilities help you to extract and utilize relevant snippets from text-heavy documents or across the internet, ensuring you never miss critical information. Our AI provides you with customized suggestions that align with your project requirements, increasing your chances of success with tailored content. On top of this, our AI also offers explanations and ideas on implementing concepts using your documents, the internet, or standard creative AI. I'll throw some stats at you now. So in a recent test that we did, AutogenAI produced over 13,000 words of high quality content in just 6 hours, which meant an internal bid writer using our tool had a writing speed of over 2,000 words per hour, which is a 342% faster rate than the industry standard. So we've made it to the final step now, which is conduct a comprehensive AI review. The final step before submitting any writing is review, which often bleeds into the prep time. If you're worried about missing elements, you end up spending more time meticulously reviewing each section. With our feature, you can rest assured that it reviews all of the elements you extracted earlier and ensures nothing is overlooked. That means you save time checking, double checking, and triple checking requirements. So that leads me to introduce to you Gamma Review, which ensures your proposals are relevant, well evidenced, grammatically correct, and compliant with requirements, amongst other things. This response optimization step helps you to submit polished and professional bids, increasing your chance of success. Now you can click into any project or draft document and you can see the Gamma Review tab on the right alongside your normal transformations. You can then review by inputting a bid question and related specification section. So those are key tender requirements relating to that question. Or you can review against one of our preset criteria, like how well evidenced is my response or how innovative is it. You can then flick back and forth between your suggestions and your normal transformations to implement the suggestions and mark them as complete. All right, so the steps are complete, but beyond these 7 steps, our platform offers even more powerful tools. You can kickstart your proposal with the ideator, use the library to find the right content, leverage the research assistant for insights, and maintain a consistent tone of voice across all of your proposals. Now, there have been some questions going as we've gone along, but I'll open the floor to any more you might have about the features we've covered. Please feel free to type them into the Q&A section in the chat, and me or one of my colleagues will respond to you. Okay, in my final slide, I just want to also say thank you for joining today's webinar. I hope you're excited to start using these tools to reduce your bid prep time and boost your success rates. If you like this session, don't forget to reserve your spot for our upcoming sessions and reach out if you've got any additional questions. Happy bidding. Okay, open questions. Will this all be available on the Academy training as well? Yes. As soon as this is available on your platform, you'll have it available in the Academy training as well. I think Judith is typing a longer answer to that in response. How the demo process works. Is that regarding, would you like a full demo of the product? If you're interested in a full demo of the product, you can reach out to us at contact@autogenai.com and we'll get in contact and sort out a demo with one of our team. Is there any feature to support the building the budget? I don't think we're covering that just yet, but it would be interesting. Perhaps we could speak to you about what you're looking for from a feature like this, and potentially include that in the product later down in the roadmap. Does it work for bid consultants or more so for companies? I think Cam's typing an answer in the chat. But yeah, this can work for both, I believe. We're setting up, actually, maybe we can get you in a wee demo with one of our sales team to go over how it might work for you as a consultant. Any more questions, just pop them in the Q&A. Great, okay. Okay, I'm just going to read out some answered questions in the chat so everybody's on the same page. Somebody asked, starting at what price? Cam said, we work on a user license model with our clients having anywhere from 2 users to 725 users with access to their organization's language engine. If you email demo@autogenai.com, someone can walk you through our commercial model. Julie said, I've asked our account manager if there's a possibility of non-license holders to have access to each relevant question so that we can collaborate more efficiently, especially with the use of bullet points. And Judith said, thanks, Julie. We're currently working on this capability to allow for easy collaboration between SMEs and bid teams on specific areas of the response. Someone asked, how do we handle hallucinations? Cam said, rather than using a pre-trained corpus of text like ChatGPT, for example, users can draw upon their proprietary information, such as previous winning bids, proposals, case studies, etc., to generate new text. Newly generated text is therefore referenced throughout, removing the chances of hallucination. When we're extracting summarizing documents, we are only manipulating the text within that document. Julie said, is responses and a Q&A a new feature that's due to be added? Judith said, yeah, they're both due to be released end of Q3. Peter, where are uploaded and processed collateral stored? Is any data information retained by AutogenAI? We operate in security cleared sectors whereby this would limit the use of this platform. Cam said, we host data on AWS servers depending on your geography, but AWS2 London-based servers for those in the UK. No data or information is retained by AutogenAI. Each client's generated text is their own IP. Furthermore, we've got eyes-off agreements with each of the large language model providers we use, ensuring these models are not being trained on your proprietary data. We've got clients across defense, healthcare with the highest security clearances. So we'd be more than happy to discuss our backend architecture with your InfoSec team. Someone asked, how much info do we need to submit in order to get high quality responses? Cam said, the more the merrier is often thrown around, but the most important thing to do is target the quality and specificity of the info. For example, if I want to generate a response to what is AutogenAI's approach to data security, and we have 100,000 documents in our engine, but none with relevant information to my query, I won't get a strong response. However, if we've got one gold source A4 document on this topic, then I'll be able to generate useful material. What is the win rate of AutogenAI? So our clients' win rates vary. On average, they improve by 30% after the first year of using the tool. And Julie asked, will this all be available in the Academy training as well? And yes, already answered this, but yes, it will be. And when it is, it's going to be made, when it's made available on the platform, it will be made available in the Academy as well. Cam, one of our team dropped the email for grabbing a demo in the chat. So email contact@autogenai.com if you're interested in a demo, just to make sure you speak to the right person. Somebody asked, is there any feature to support the building the budget? So if you send across and your email address, we can reach out to you about actually discussing that feature and seeing exactly what you're looking for with that. Does it work for bid consultants or more so for companies? So more generally, we work with organizations ranging from the smallest charities to the largest enterprises. However, we're working on a commercial model for independent consultants. We've got plenty of bid consultancies using our software in their day-to-day work. Someone else is interested in that consultant's demo. And so, yeah, please just reach out to demo@AutogenAI.com and we'll get that sorted out for you. Can you define a standard organization tone of voice to be used across all responses? Yep, absolutely. For each one of our clients, we create a custom tone of voice button. So this is done via our prompt engineers. And we happen to be the first company in the UK to hire a prompt engineer too. I was previously a prompt engineer, fun fact. Can you add and remove users on a bid by bid basis? Yep, absolutely. Users could be allocated to specific bids and projects and subsequent sections and questions. What pain points have you noticed in the whole, both with the rollout of your product and in the uptake of companies? Which data software protection measures do you have in place? Generally, organizations buying AutogenAI are buying AI for the first time. This means there's a large piece of change management to implement. We have a team of user coaches to ensure that users are trained and use the software on a daily basis. In regards to data protection, we've got eyes-off agreements ensuring with each of the LLM providers that we use, ensuring your data is not used to train the underlying models. Each of our clients' instances are ring-fenced in virtual private clouds. So you can inquire with this web address, https://trust.autogenai.com for all of your InfoSec queries. How can you make sure my data is secure? I think I answered this previously, but more details in the chat. We host data on AWS servers. We don't retain any data information. And again, you can access more information on trust.autogenai.com. My question is in reference to managing costs. Can users be increased and decreased, or are they fixed for the period of the contract? So we generally agree a pro rata rate for adding or decreasing users throughout the length of the contract. What is the Academy? It's our learning management system that users can go to for detailed tips and tricks regarding best practice for using AutogenAI. One of the questions, can you please share a link for the Academy? So this is something that is accessible for our live clients, something we can show you in a demo. Or if you're a live client, you should request access for this from your account manager. Yeah. Okay, we'll answer one final question before we round off. If anyone has any other questions, feel free to reach out to us at contact@autogenai.com, or if you're interested in a demo, then you can reach out at demo@autogenai.com. Oh, I think. Not sure where that last question's gone. So great. Okay, thank you. That's us at time. Like I said, please reach out if you've got any other questions. But thank you all for joining today and engaging, and hopefully we'll see you at the next webinar.